Another beautiful day. What are we doing today? Well, it looks like it's cart full of trees again. Well, this is the ones that I recommend for beginners. It has enough age, like maybe anywhere from 8 to 12, maybe some are even older than that. But anyway, this has been one of the more popular size to get started. In fact, in the last couple weeks, I had, let's see, about 6 people that wanted me to make them custom bonsai using this. I really had a good one where this couple came in, or maybe it was a family. Anyway, they wanted one, so I started making one. And then they fell in love with this concept, so they bought 2. Anyway, while I was making the second one, another family came in. They saw what was the potential, so ended up making 3 within, less than an hour. Anyway, today's job is to go ahead and prune these. And we're actually, this morning, I'm shooting on Mother's Day. Well, I'll be cooking dinner. I think you've seen some of these, but it's a constant effort. I've already pruned these once after they came out of dormancy, and I need to do it again. So I'll be doing it very quickly, but I'll show you how things has to be prepped for becoming a decent bonsai material. Okay, this first one is a Chinese elm. Okay, I was saying that I'm shooting this early in the morning, and in the past I've had this sunlight coming through the door, window in the door. Well, I thought it was a cool effect, but as I was doing the editing the other day, I said, hey, that is really annoying. So what I did was I put a paper on the door, so now we have more even light. And so a lot of times, what you think was working well, and then you get around to editing, and it's like, oh, wow, that's kind of annoying. Anyway, that's all. Okay, this is a Japanese maple, and they just keep shooting out like this. Now, is it finished? No, I just want to keep it in check. And then what I do is, a lot of times when people buy these, we'll get in and fine tune it a little bit more. Another Japanese maple. So you can see that it's been pruned before. And I'm just kind of keeping it in check, and we'll do the finer pruning. Or like I said before, these are great for bonsai material, right? People with some very basic knowledge. It has enough features in here for them to make it individual. Okay, this one is a trident maple. I think for beginners of the maple, trident is the easiest one. They shrink down, they take a little bit more abuse than others. Basically, that's it. Here's another trident. Okay, so all of my trees have great lines. The root flare, the movement, and taper. But I try to keep these extras so that more people could get some lesson out of this. Trying to get things from pure raw material is very difficult for people just starting out. Another try then. Okay, this one looks like it's a double trunk in here. Comes in and then there's come up, so there's two apexes. Armor maple, and they come up first. It looks good, but they don't regrow like the others, so you have to be a little bit more cautious of pruning during the season. This one is Seiju and elm. It's a sport of a Hokkaido. It has very small leaves, but much hardier than the Hokkaido. The Hokkaido I found had too much problems. It kept dying. That's a problem, isn't it? And I think because I don't think it was suited for our area. Well, you know, Hokkaido is the northern part of Japan, and it's very cool there. I think that might have been the problem. But this one, they say it was a sport off of a Hokkaido, but it's very hardy. It's well suited for our area here. This one here is a crab apple. Grows well here, but for some reason it's inconsistent in terms of blooming. But when it does bloom, it's great, because once you have the bloom, you know you're going to have the fruit. Okay, that was very quick. You know how I was adjusting? You know, like, I think I've been telling you I like gizmos, right? So I bought this thing here. It's supposed to be a portable, collapsible stool. And it says good to 250 pounds. I just don't feel comfortable. But anyway, so I used that to bring it up to eye level. So this is it. And this is what I have to do constantly to keep just the material in check. So when you do come by, you have something that is manageable. Anyway, I'll say goodbye again, and I'll see you again real soon in another chapter. So this was cart full of 9 deciduous plants. And like I said, today is Mother's Day, first thing in the morning. So this is just a pop-up. You pull like this.